bloody brilliant. I just turned into Ron Weasley there. That is quite possibly the most British description for this Midwestern American road trip cannibal film. By the way, why is the Midwest nowhere near the West? I'm genuinely asking. This has to be one of the last Timothée Chalamet type things I make for a while, because he's starting to take over. Ranked all his films, spoke about Bones and All trailer when that came out, listed the top 30 actors under 30, in which I put him number 1. It's a bit mad, but I'm back with a 4th because I've just witnessed Bones and All, and it's his best film yet. Timothée hit his first home run with Luca Guadagnino's Call Me By Your Name, and since that moment he hasn't missed a single shot. On the lead up to his most recent Luca project, Bones and All, said it at the beginning, sitting the thumbnail, and they haven't all been easy throws either. He's hit curveballs, sliders, splitters. I don't know why I'm doing baseball analogies, I've never seen a single game. My point is the roles have felt varied, and they've all been home runs regardless. I feel like up until only very recently, he's only been an actor who I just appreciate. Seen most of the films, but none of them have really like pulled me in, like to the stories or the aesthetics, or if any of them. Example being, I can acknowledge Wes Anderson is like a master of his craft. I can't help just feeling like an outsider looking in while watching his shit. Just there sort of scratching my head and awkwardly smiling along, pretending I get what everybody else is getting, you know. He's quite exceptional, isn't he? Yeah. Being a more mainstream film fan, the actual first project of his that really got me on board was Dune. Because Dune was like a bridge between the stuff I was watching, like he was making. Like I said before, always an actor I was appreciated as being good at acting, but never someone who had like the moments for me that I could remember. Sort of like how others do in my mind, like Shia does for me. Unlike Shia though, Timothée seems to be a little bit less problematic. I don't believe any method acting took place while playing this character. That would have got messy. Just eats Luca on set because, you know, getting into character. I'm getting into character. But Bones and All made me go from just being an appreciator to a full-on subscription service to the Timothée Chalamet train. Subscription to a train, I don't know what I'm saying. And all within 2 hours, and he doesn't do it alone, no, far from it. You could go as far as saying that out of all the characters, he's not even top 3 in terms of presence. Because there's barely a scene without the wonderful Taylor Russell in it. Because of Mark Rylance, I'm still making sure the blinds are firmly shut, and I'm checking under the bed every night. And the third biggest character is Luca's Midwest America. Hey, no, what? Whoa, come on. I know that sounds like the most film bro bullshit I've ever said, but it's legitimate. That place breathes. It carries across the same elegance in which he depicts Italy and Call Me By Your Name, but the juxtaposition this time from the characters living within these scenes, how he frames them in these scenes, how he moves from one scene to the next. It's almost dreamlike or nightmarish. I haven't decided yet. I never really like run through the plot step by step when like mentioning a film. All I'll say is like the movie almost creates like a superhero world, like when you watch like a Marvel movie or any superhero movie of your choice. It's like basically setting the world we live in as we know it, apart from the fact there's like superheroes running around in it as well. And Luca has the same thing going on here, because it's like this world, like in like the 80s or whenever, I don't know, it's the olden days, but there's cannibal people. And before I watched this, I just assumed the cannibals in this film would like just be as I think they are, like people with an urge to eat people in the same way a murderer is just someone with the urge to kill someone. But it's actually presented more as like a condition which comes along with his very own fucked up superpowers, like you can like sniff each other out and stuff. It's weird. Like the cannibals in this movie legitimately have to eat people. Can't emphasize that enough. It's an uncontrollable urge. They can't stop, won't stop. And like they make it clear our 2 main characters do not want to be doing this. They are burdened with it, and it makes it so much better, man. It presents so many more like questions and problems and conflict. Like Lee literally says you got 3 choices basically. You either eat people, kill yourself, or be institutionalized, where you might probably most definitely end up like chewing off your own limbs. Like they have to, like it's an urge. I told you it's an urge. Like they meet a guy in this movie who's like a cannibal in like the way we understand it in real life. Like he doesn't have to be doing it. Like he's just like a weirdo who like gets off on it, like Jeffrey Dahmer shit, I don't know. And like instantly he feels like the worst, most monstrous, horrible, wrong'un out of everyone. And even though I've witnessed like our protagonists do the same things, the important thing is it wasn't the same. And that's sick. Like I saw Carsten's video where he said although he loved the film, he never really got on board with people eating people. No matter how cute, they try and make the relationship look which is true. I never thought these people were like justified or something or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know what I think. I don't think I could kill people and eat them. But like I was never holding it against them or angry with any of their choices, because mainly I felt sorry for them. You know, Luca, he creates that. Like even Mark Rylance's character, I alluded to him like scaring me the most, or just kind of like creeping me out the most. But with that being said, I still like felt sorry for him. Like he still had the same condition as like the two sexy lovebirds who were following along. And yeah, he was like old and creepy and kept all the people who he ate's hair on like a fuck off long rope in his bag. Yeah, he does that. Watch the film. But there was enough little nuggets dropped and little breadcrumbs to follow, and enough behind the eyes that told me there was something that led him to that point, you know? Whether that was like trauma or abuse, or does that just mean the same thing? I don't know, you get what I'm saying though. Yeah, and even though he was like a creep, it's like at least he still had like the urge, like he had to, unlike the other guy earlier who was like, yeah, he really had me fucked, because it's just like, you ain't gotta be doing this, man. Like, come on now, you're that straight guy. What were we doing there? Yeah, I don't know, it left me with like a weird feeling. I don't usually like feeling uncomfortable during a film, but I don't know, I felt a lot during it, and I guess I liked the variety. Bones or not, go watch it. It's pretty gross at times, but I managed. I'm a massive